Good afternoon. I'm Alessandro Bogino, and I held a research grant of the Department of Mathematics of the University of Turin to contribute in the realization of the Orientamente project, which I will describe in a minute. This summer I attended at the Mobius bootcamp in Waterloo, and now I am still working in the maintenance, updating and improvement of the Orientamente. A curiosity, Orientamente is composed by two words. Orienta is the Italian word for orienting, and mente is the Italian word for mind. What is Orientamente? Orientamente is an open online Moodle platform integrated with a suite of specific software, as Sergio Rabellino has described it just before, for the fruition of self-paced open online courses, and serving as an effective orientation for secondary students who intend to enroll in a scientific program of the University of Turin. The scientific director of Orientamente is the Professor Marina Marchisi of the Department of Mathematics. In Orientamente there are three main kinds of open online courses. Orienting courses, which provide information about the programs. Testing course, where students can become aware of their basic knowledge of their skills, and realignment course. There are 4 realignment courses on biology, chemistry, physics and mathematics, and then they can be addressed to 3 different aims. They can help students to attend the lesson of the first year of university. They can help students pass their first university exam, and in the next future, they want to reduce the dropout rate of the first year of the university. The realignment course in mathematics, as the other realignment course, then fits in the delicate phase of transition from the high school to the university. Students can attend this realignment course to review, strengthen and integrate the basic knowledge, fill their gaps in their initial preparation, and also they can use this course for the preparation of the admission test of the term. Term means test for the assessment of minimum requirements. And for example, basic mathematics is a fundamental prerequisite for each scientific program of the University of Turin with open entry. I include some general information in this slide because these are the most frequent general questions I receive during the Mobius bootcamp. Remember that the realignment course fits in the Orientamente context, and that is, it's not a mandatory course. It will not give credits, university credits to students. How students know about this course? There are several pages devoted on the University of Turin institutional sites, on the department sites. There are many orientation days. There is also a catalog of orientation activities sent to the reference for orientation of the high school, and many other activities. Now we can enter in the details of the structure of the realignment courses. The realignment courses are composed by a list of modules, in turn split in lessons. Each lesson focuses on a specific topic. On the top, to make its structure clear, there is a mind map and a general description. Each module and each lesson has their own description. Lessons are organizing according to a regular pattern, that is theory, exposed in different modalities, explore activities, application, quizzes, and exercise and solutions. At the end of each module, there is a final test about the whole module theory. In these slides, you can see an example of a typical lesson. Explore and interactive activities are created with Maple. Maple files can be added to Moodle thanks to its integration with MapleNet that allows Maple files to be visualized within Moodle, maintaining their interactivity. The test and the final test are created with MapleTA. Now we can pass on Mobius. This is a prototype unit realized during the Mobius bootcamp in focus on a specific topic. You can see there is a set of learning outcomes, and there is also a diagnostic test that is an initial test where students can check their initial preparation. Assessment are a great point of communication with students, and they have an incredible impact upon learners. And at this stage, we can give appropriate space to the assessment, and the assessment needs to be aligned with the learning outcomes, and can be aligned with the learning outcomes, and at this stage, we can give emphasis to these relations to share expectation between instructor and learners to help learners and students learn more effectively. This is an example of a typical lesson in Mobius. There are many contents and activities. There are user-controlled chunks composed by a list of activities and resources. These resources, this content, are easy to find. Use the navigation bar on the left of the page, and the underlying technology and the design of the interface are invisible, and all of these aspects of well-organization of the page are fundamental to garner the learners and the students' trust and to make our courses credible. One of the major benefits of Mobius, I think there are the slideshow, because in the slideshow you can insert the question, the quiz, and the interactive activities in the fruition of the theory. Not only, but they can be embedded at the appropriate space, and then students can grasp case concept before moving on. This is very relevant because this strategic position of interactive activities can enhance the efficiency and the effectiveness of the interactive materials. It allows some other good practice, that is, you can assess the achievement of the learning outcomes throughout the learning experience, not only at specific points like the end of the module. And the assessment can be part of the instructional process, and this is very important for their influence in the curriculum. Now we can focus for a bit on the accessibility question, because online the learners are diverse, but accessible designs can benefit all learners. Mobius provides multiple approaches to learning, but in the slideshow, again, there are some useful tools embedded, like the slide notes, where we can insert links or deeper explanation, or author comments that can be transcript of the visual audio content. The transcript could be valuable for people with hearing disabilities, not only, but for people that are second language learners, but also for people who prefer learn by reading a text instead of learn by hearing, listening a lecture, or watching a video. The glossary has a fundamental role of support vocabulary, and in particular for the re-element course in mathematics, it's important to insert a definition and theorem statements, and the students can watch and remind these definition and theorem statements in every moment. And then you can also access to a printable version of the slides, which contain the author comments, the slide notes. To conclude, Orientamente is not a simple, illustrative archive of the University of Turin, but is a platform, an online platform where students become protagonists. The structure of the re-element course promotes self-organization. Students are challenged to try and explore. They can become more aware of their knowledge, of their initial preparation. There is also reflection on the management of time. That is a key ingredient in the success of the exam of the university. Orientamente also adopted easy reading font, an high gradability font that looks great for everyone. And in this slide, I insert some data of users since the Orientamente opening to the world of the 14th of July 2050. And from some statistics that we have made, we could say that even this day, maybe during my speech, someone is enrolling in Orientamente. And to conclude, surely the Mobius bootcamp was a great educational experience, and the same speech I did could be repeated for the other realiment courses on biology, chemistry, and physics, and extended to the other online courses of Orientamente. Then a Mobius integration with Moodle, like the Maple TI and Maple integration, could be interesting and productive. Thank you for your attention.